Alright YouTube, I figured this was worth making a video on here. As you see, I ordered these new FX4 off-road decals. You can see what I got going on underneath there. You can see some of the primer coming through the paint. That's where the old decals were. This side here was just a nightmare to get off. I tried using a heat gun. I tried using a plastic razor blade. I used the 3M pinstriping tool. I used everything. I tried to use rubbing compound and a high-speed buffer. Finally, I resorted to 600 grit wet sandpaper. I got the old sticker off as much as I could. There was still some that was just burnt on there through the paint over the years. I taped it off with painter's tape and just wet sanded it by hand until I got most of it off. I mean, it's not going to look bad from this far away. I think it's okay. But the other side's coming off just super easy like butter. So I don't know if this side was exposed to more heat or what the deal was over the years. But anyway, since this is working so great on the other side, I figured I'd show you it. Alright, so you could see I've already got half of the four-wheel drive sticker removed, 4x4 sticker removed. I'm going to have to do this by myself here. I really need two hands to run this drill, but I'll show you how this kind of works. So you can see how it's removing that. Now, the other side wasn't this easy. I spent an hour and a half on the other side. This side's coming off, thank goodness. I think possibly if I would have used this before I applied heat with the heat gun on the other side, the other one would have come off easier. Anyways, let me pull this off real quick and I'll show you. All right, this here was about another 30 seconds of working on it. This one is going to have some burnt stuff on it, but not nearly as bad as the other side. This is the stuff that's hard to get off, but I think I'll be able to get this one off. Let me work on it a little more here. Alright, so it's kind of weird, like being on there so long. There's clear coat here. You can definitely feel the clear coat here. This here, it's almost like all this is a base coat. Because it's weird. You could feel the lip, and the lip is on the inside going up. You can definitely hear it catch. So I know sometimes decals will actually cause the paint to raise. Yeah, but this here is going to be a booger to get off. I'm going to work on this with the heat gun and some other stuff because this isn't going to do it. But I just wanted to show you guys that 3M wheel right there. What is that? Let me get the part number for you. Right here, 3M stripe off wheel. Comes with the arbor. 07498. You can put it in a drill, you can put it in an air tool, whatever. But if you just got regular pinstripes and they haven't been baked on for 20 years, this thing is awesome. For something like I'm doing, you know, it's going to take a lot more effort. But this thing's good. It's also like 54 bucks. I bought it at O'Reilly's, you know, I wanted it now. I think I got him to give me 10 bucks off, so like 45 bucks on it. But on Amazon, I think it's like $34 if you can wait a few days. Anyways, let me finish this up. I mean, I'm not super happy with this, but then again, it's a 2001. It's a what is that? It's a 19-year-old truck. So I can live with that. That's not too bad. I'm not going to do it because it would be way more work, you know, than it's worth. But I could, you know, get a can of this made, put it in a can. That way I have aerosol, and I could, you know, tape everything off. Actually, the off-road part I could leave alone. So what I could do is I could just tape this off right here, right here, right here, and the same in the top. Tape all these off, you know, cut them real clean with a razor blade, and then I could tape this whole area off with paper and tape. And I can give just a few light coats. And, you know, I probably could make this look a lot better, but sometimes when you do that, you end up with, well, it looks better before than when you do something like that. I think I could do it. I thought about doing prior to putting it on here, but even if I did get a can mix, it's never going to be the same color. I mean, this thing's sun faded from 19 years. So, you know, from, what is that? There, from 5 feet away, I can definitely live with that. I think it looks pretty cool. So let me get working on the other side. Alrighty, well this is as good as I'm willing to go with it. As you can see, I got a little bit of that primer coming through there. Paint still raised a little. It's just a bitch to get these old 20-year-old decals off. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there, see how it looks. Going to be interesting how this one's going to line up here. The other one, the 4 lined up pretty good with the other 4. Well, it's just going to have to be how it is. Let me get that on there and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, we might as well try to look at this together. Try to peel this off here. Any of you who watch my stuff, you know I'm I'm extremely picky, and I'm kind of a perfectionist on the cheap, you know. As nice as I could possibly get something without spending a fortune. Kind of like I fixed up that old Jeep. I tried to place this one where it's not going to be too terrible. I could have went back a little further this way, but then it wouldn't have been even with the other one. I am going to see that 4 on the other side of that F there, but you know, what are you going to do? Okay, I kind of placed that primer I went through there. I think that's okay. I think this side's okay, actually. I guess I could have tried to hide that little scratch that was on the paint, but it looks pretty good. I guess I can't complain too much. Looking back, I think what I should have done was I should have just bought the OEM 4x4 emblems. That way I could have went right on top of what was there. The only problem is those things are like $40 each, not a pair. $40 each. And I don't want to spend 80 bucks on 2 emblems. Yeah, this side here ain't bad at all. This side I think came out, it's a lot more forgiving than the other side. Let's go check out the other side. Definitely a little more forgiving. And I could have tried to place this one a little different. I kind of wanted them about the same. You can see the O for off-road on the other one's a little further back, just, you know, because they're both turned differently, so you can read them right. Overall, I think it came out pretty good. I don't know. I might try to do a little something here. We'll have to see. But yeah, overall, I think it looks a lot better with those on there than those old faded things for sure. You guys let me know what you think. I think I could live with it. You get up close, you know, it's got some crap in there. That right there is smooth with the paint. That burnt. If I would have went any more, I would have ate into the paint like I did there. And if you're wondering how I put these on, you know, I made sure to wipe everything down with alcohol after I used the high-speed buffing crap to try to get it off. Wiped it down with alcohol several times. And you can, you know, spray this with soapy water, put this whole thing on there, position it where you want it, squeegee it out. I don't prefer to do it that way. What I do is I'll take this here and I'll just peel back about that much of it, fold it over, crease it. So only about, I guess, 1.5 inches, 2 inches of, you know, the end here was exposed. And then I'll position it right where I want it. And then I can press down on here so I know it's not going anywhere. And then I can slowly just keep rubbing it, and as I rub it, that paper will just unroll. So I've got some options here. I could leave it like it is, which is probably what I'll do. I could tape it all off. I could go bigger. You know, I could do some. I mean, I could probably do a lot of stuff to it. But I definitely think I live with it. All right, folks, let me know what you think. Oh, yeah, don't forget. I know you guys are going to talk shit and run your mouth, but, you know, Trump 2020, no bullshit. Hey, if you guys don't like Trump, man, you know, if you guys are liberals, that's fine. That's your thing, man. I don't go that way. But, you know, I'm not gonna attack you and threaten to burn your house down and flatten your tires and shit, man. It's all right. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it down below. I could talk to a liberal civilized as long as, you know, they act like a human. There ain't no reason to kill each other and destroy each other's property, man. We can have different views, right? Different opinions. I don't know. I'm usually pretty civil with people unless they get, you know, ignorant. Both sides do it, man. Both sides do it. Just remember that. Anyways, let me know what you guys think.